They were dirty women. But you are special girls. Fertility is a gift directly from God. He left you intact for a biblical purpose. You girls will serve the leaders of the faithful and their barren wives. You will bear children for them.
Nolitete bastards caporundurum. This Latin phrase from one of my favorite series, The Handmaid's Tale, means don't let the bastards grind you down. And we're not going to let advanced English vocabulary intimidate you today either. So this show that debuted in 2017 tells the story of a dark dystopian future where a totalitarian government has taken over the United States and renamed it Gilead. This bleak future is mostly caused by most women becoming barren or infertile, meaning that they can no longer have children. Fertility, as we just saw Aunt Lydia use in the clip, means the ability to have children. To deal with this crisis, the government forces a group of fertile women to become handmaids and bear or have children for powerful couples who can't have them. The handmaids were left intact, which means that they were undamaged. Just like when you order a package online, you expect that it will arrive at your door intact. So what Aunt Lydia means by using this here is that these women were not affected by the infertility crisis. So we've already learned some advanced English, and by the end of this lesson, you will have learned over 15 everyday expressions that we native speakers use all the time. And if your goal is to really master these expressions so that you can use them confidently and naturally when you speak English, then this is where our Real Life English app will help a lot. Inside the app, you'll go beyond just watching the lesson. You'll be able to interact with and practice all the vocabulary from today's lesson with The Handmaid's Tale and hundreds of others so that you can actually remember them. You'll never forget these words and expressions that you're learning. So I'll tell you more about how the app works in just a little bit, but if you're ready to level up your confidence already, well, you can get access to this lesson with Handmaid's Tale for free by clicking the link down in the description below on your phone now. All right, so in the scene that we're going to learn with today, the main character, June, is meeting with her family for the first time. And for your information, this series does contain some more mature themes that you might feel uncomfortable with if you're more sensitive. So if that's your case, you might want to check out this playlist instead, which I've linked down in the description below. But otherwise, let's go.
You can sit. I don't make a practice of it, but just this one time. So, old what's-his name didn't work out?
No, ma'am.
Tough luck. This is your second posting, then?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. My last one was brand new. It was like training a dog, only not a very smart one. I expect you know the rules.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, even though women in The Handmaid's Tale live under strict control, two of the main characters, June and Serena, that we've just seen, eventually become two of the most powerful women in the series. In fact, author Margaret Atwood, who wrote the book that this series is based on, really loves to create strong female characters.
You can sit. I don't make a practice of it, but just this one time.
All right, so first off, make a practice or make a habit of something means to do something habitually. So Serena doesn't usually allow this, but just this one time, she's making exception and invites June to sit and talk. Check out this other example of how this phrase is used in The Simpsons.
Can I sleep with you guys tonight? Oh, sure you can, sweetie. Just don't make a habit of it.
Okay, just let me clear some space.
You can sit. I don't make a practice of it, but just this one time.
Wow, we have an example of one of the most common but most frustrating words in the English language for learners, can. It's because the pronunciation of the affirmative can and the negative can't sound so similar. So with can't, we have what's called a glottal T. The sound is cut off at the back of the throat, which makes it hard to hear. Can't. But good news is, there's a trick you can use to tell them apart. Can in the affirmative is usually reduced to kun, as we hear it here. Listen again.
You can sit.
So she doesn't say, you can sit. She says, you can sit. Listen to me say this phrase in the affirmative and negative, and repeat after me. You can sit. You can't sit. You can sit. You can't sit.
You can sit. You can sit. So, old what's-his name didn't work out?
What do you think Serena means by what's his name here? He's too important to say his name. She does not remember his name. She wants to insult him. Right, so a very casual way to refer to someone whose name you've forgotten is what's his name or what's her name. Notice how the words also flow together. What's his name?
What's his name?
Oh, hey, by the way, I don't think I can get that book back from, what's his name?
Oh, that's okay.
There's also a fun expression like this when you don't know what something is called. You can say whatchamacallit, which is a connected form of what's it called.
Wow, they look good. Do you have, warm-up gear, training sweats, shiny type?
No.
Yeah, but if I was fixing an underground leak, I'd cauterize the artery and rechannel the central flow into the whatchamacallit, the tube with
It's a doohickey thing.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're new here and you're enjoying this fun way of learning, well, a free way that you can support us is by hitting the, the subscribe button and the bell down below. In return, we'll continue working hard to bring you lessons with your favorite series like The Handmaid's Tale, movies, celebrities, and more so that you can understand fast-speaking natives without getting lost, without missing the jokes, and without subtitles. So why don't you join over 10 million learners from around the world who are already doing just that?
So, old what's-his name didn't work out?
No, ma'am.
Tough luck.
Now, when you say that something didn't work out, it means that you didn't succeed or it didn't go as planned. Imagine you get a new job at a coffee shop. At first, you're really excited. But then as the weeks go on, you realize you don't like the manager, you're working crazy hours, and you're tired all the time. So in the end, you decide to quit. You could tell a friend, yeah, that didn't really work out. Then Serena uses the phrase tough luck, which is a way of saying that's unfortunate or too bad. But here it sounds cold, like she doesn't really care. And really, I don't think she does. It didn't work out. 3 simple words, but painful ones if you've ever lost an opportunity because your English just wasn't at a high enough level yet. Like if you have to write an important email, or you get the opportunity to do a job interview in English, but you find yourself freezing, stumbling, and your confidence just vanishes. Well, you're not alone. Plenty of our students have had things not work out because their English held them back. And that's exactly why we built the Real Life English app. Every lesson on the app, like this one with Handmaid's Tale, are designed to actually help you to use the English that you learn. So you'll study with hundreds of clips from TV series, movies, and podcasts, and with the help of innovative technology, you'll actually remember all the new words and expressions that you learned. You'll do that with these flashcards. An expression, like tough luck, will show up with representative images. You try to remember what it means, and then you press show answer. You'll hear the pronunciation of the word and see a couple examples. Now, if you got it right, you'll answer, yes, I remembered. If you didn't remember it so well, or you completely forgot, you'll answer sort of, or no. Based on your answer, this flashcard will be shown to you more frequently or in a longer amount of time. Through this simple but addictive process, these expressions will be added to your long-term memory and you'll easily be able to access them when it comes time to speak. Just imagine how much more confident you'll feel when you always have the right word for the right situation. So click the link down in the description below on your phone to get access to this lesson for free right now. Because the next time someone asks you a question in English, you're gonna make it work out. Ah, yeah.
This is your second posting, then?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think posting means in this context? Choose the best answer. Being informed about a job through the mail? Finding a job that was posted in the newspaper? Being assigned to work in a specific place? So obviously, June didn't choose to work here. She was posted. A posting is like an assignment you're sent to complete. And this household is the second place where June will be serving. Check out this example.
Windsor, come in. We now have the results from the exams, and the examining body has concluded that you have met the necessary criteria to undertake your duties as Officer of the Watch. Your first official posting. Congratulations.
I expect you know the rules.
Because June has done this before, Serena expects, or assumes, she already knows the rules. And again, the way she says it sounds rather strict. Almost like she's saying she doesn't want to explain anything or teach her how things work. Check it out in this example.
Were you expecting something?
Not particularly. I haven't heard from Michael in a bit, that's all.
I expect he's busy.
Now in this next part, June is introduced to Serena's husband, Fred, who's one of the commanders of Gilead and the head of the household. As you'll see, in Gilead, it's common to use religious phrases as greetings, which we'll break down as soon as we come back to the lesson.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. This is the new one.
Hello. Blessed be the fruit.
May the Lord open.
And Commander Waterford.
Praise be to you. May God make me truly worthy.
Right. Well. Good. Nice to meet you.
You too.
Get up. I want to see as little of you as possible, do you understand? He is my husband, until death do us part. Don't get any ideas. Well, look what the cat dragged in.
What a fun expression for us to learn, despite coming from this rather dark series. This is a playful, sometimes sarcastic way of greeting someone who just showed up, especially if they're late or unexpected. This is a friendly, casual expression you can use in informal situations. For example, if someone finally shows up after keeping everyone waiting or walks in looking rough, you might say, "Look what the cat dragged in." The phrase comes from the idea of cats dragging in stuff from outside, like mice, birds, or other messy surprises. So when you say it about a person, you're kind of joking that they arrived looking like a mess the cat brought in. Check out some examples of this phrase being used.
Well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Guys, whatever this is, take it outside. Ooh! Come on, girl. Ow! 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 Just get him by the collar. You can do it. Come on, don't bite me. Come on, pull. Come on.
Dad, we don't have time for this.
Quiet. I'm doing something important. There you go. Yes, that's it. Well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in.
Worth it. Totally worth it.
Blessed be the fruit.
May the Lord open.
This is a standard greeting used between handmaids in the show. Handmaids are forced to have babies for powerful families, so everything in their society is centered around fertility. This phrase is one of the many ways they show that obsession. It's like their version of, "Hey, how are you?" but with this constant reminder of what they're really there for. Blessed be the fruit means, may you have children. May the Lord open means, may God make it happen. Let's watch this clip where we can not only observe how June uses these phrases with her companion, Ofglin, but also how she's forced to act completely contrary to her nature.
Blessed be the fruit. May the Lord open. Alfred? Are you okay?
Yes.
Pious little shit.
Very well, thank you. Thank you for asking.
By the way, each handmaid is given a new name to show who she belongs to. So since June is placed with Commander Fred Waterford, her name becomes Offred, literally meaning of Fred. A real expression you might hear is the fruit of one's loins. It literally refers to children as the fruit, results of a person's body, specifically the loins, which is a euphemism for reproductive organs. It's not commonly used in everyday conversation today, but you might encounter it in literature, humor, or for dramatic effect.
And Commander Waterford.
Praise be to you. May God make me truly worthy.
To be worthy means to deserve something, usually something important or valuable. For example, if someone becomes a leader, they might say, I hope I'm worthy of this responsibility, meaning I hope I deserve it. Now, we may see June here acting quite respectful for her own safety, but what I actually find to be one of the most appealing parts of her personality that we can observe in other moments of the series is that in her head, she's actually quite humorous and sarcastic.
I don't need oranges. I need to scream. I need to grab the nearest machine gun. Get up. I want to see as little of you as possible, do you understand? He is my husband, until death do us part. Don't get any ideas.
If you've ever been to a wedding, you might have heard someone say something like, until death do us part. It means we're staying married for life, until one of us dies. The word part here is a bit old-fashioned. It's used as a verb, meaning to separate. So the full phrase is basically saying nothing will separate us except death. In modern English, although we don't usually say part like that anymore, you might hear we parted ways when talking about a breakup or going in different directions.
Get up.
All right, get your tongue ready. Let's check out some connected speech, how we natives cut, reduce, and connect our words. In American English, when we have a T between two vowel sounds, we usually pronounce it like a soft D. So a word like little sounds like little, little.
I want to see as little of you as possible. I want to see as little of you as possible.
This also happens even when the T is between two words. So Serena didn't say get up, she said it like get up. Listen again and repeat.
Get up. Get up. He is my husband, until death do us part. Don't get any ideas.
Don't get any ideas is basically a warning. It's like saying, don't even think about it. In the scene, Serena means to say, don't even think about getting close to my husband. This illustrates Serena's insecurity with the situation of having a handmaid. In modern day English, it's often said with a teasing tone, but depending on the context, it can be a light warning or a firm boundary, like in the scene we've just watched. Check out this other example with the phrase.
So what are you doing after the game?
Well, everyone's going to the dance, aren't you?
Come on, number 12, let's play ball!
Don't get any ideas about my girlfriend. All is fair in love and war.
Yeah. Are you ready for the most fun part of the lesson? Well, we're going to test everything you learned today by watching the scenes a final time without subtitles. Trust me, and the 10 million people who have already subscribed to us, you're going to see that this method works just like magic because you're going to be able to understand the characters so much more clearly based on all the hard work you put in today.
They were dirty women. But you are special girls. Fertility is a gift directly from God. He left you intact for a biblical purpose. You girls will serve the leaders of the faithful and their barren wives. You will bear children for them.
What does the word barren mean in this context? Unfaithful and not loyal. Unable to have children. Poor and struggling.
You can sit. I don't make a practice of it, but just this one time. So, old what's his name didn't work out?
No, ma'am.
Tough luck.
The phrase didn't work out here means he didn't do his exercises, he disappeared without a trace, her stay there didn't end successfully.
This is your second posting, then?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. My last one was brand new. It was like training a dog, only not a very smart one. I expect you know the rules.
Yes, ma'am.
Find the closest synonym to the word expect in this sentence. I expect you know the rules. Assume, wish, demand.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. This is the new one.
Hello?
What does the expression, look what the cat dragged in, usually mean? And when is it used in modern English?
Blessed be the fruit.
May the Lord open.
And Commander Waterford.
Praise be to you. May God make me truly worthy.
Right. Well. Good.
Which of the following is the opposite of the word worthy? Deserving, trustworthy, undeserving.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Get up. I want to see as little of you as possible, do you understand? He is my husband, until death do us part. Don't get any ideas.
And that's it for today. But if you want to make sure that all that hard work doesn't go to waste, you definitely should try studying with the Real Life English app so that you can add all these new expressions to your long-term memory and have them available to you to use confidently and naturally next time you speak English. And if you're sticking with us here on YouTube, you might want to check out this lesson next.
I would like to know why you wouldn't meet with me yesterday.
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
I sat here yesterday waiting to meet with someone. I believe that person was you.
I think that you're confusing me for someone else.
I don't think I am.
Sir, if you have a complaint, I suggest you submit it through our email system. I would be happy to refer you to our website.